truly believe the most dangerous thing to do is to trust in someone else's vision of the world. To let someone else take the reins completely. To blindly believe in a director or cinematographer. To trust that they'll always cast your good side in soft lighting. We have eyes, and we have an obligation to them. We have a voice, and we have an obligation to call out. Even if it's the same words, over and over. Over and over. Can anyone hear me? Does anyone know I'm there at all?
Alright, you can do this. Everything is fine. Hello everyone out there! It's me, Carver Kenny, the boy up in the watchtower, joining you for another beautiful day out here in the deep woods. The sun is shining bright, the salmon are heading upstream, and the tall grass is singing like a Gregorian choir. And there isn't a problem in the world. Yep, not a single bad thing to report, especially now that the sun is shining bright above our glorious egg-shaped heads. Also, the rabbits are gone, so there's no need to dwell upon anything they might have been saying ever again. Okay, alright. I guess I need to address the elephant in the room. I got myself into a bit of a fretful mood, quotation marks, about the rabbits. And then I went away for a few days. I sort of disappeared on all of you. I do that sometimes. I don't mean to. Really, I don't. The last thing I want is for anyone to worry about me. But sometimes time just has this funny habit of going away really, really quick when you're looking somewhere else. And before I know it, people are trying out for tap dancing school, and they're checking their watches, and they're bobbing their feet, and they're saying, "Gee, where did Carver Kenny go? He said he'd be here. He said he'd be broadcasting his safety bulletins in the deep woods 24/7 and keeping people safe. I guess he actually doesn't care about people or their safety. I guess he's a phony, a faker, a cowardly little backstabbing promise breaker who can't finish a darn thing he starts to save his life. Trying to convince us he's a good person, but in reality, he's a little sneaky snake. And snakes don't wear shoes. So we should take his shoes, because, when was the last time he did anything good for us? Huh? We should do that. We should break into his watchtower and take his shoes. I just want to steal his shoes so badly. I understand these thoughts intensely, and I'm really, really sorry. I'm not a sneaky snake. I'm many different, complex things, all of them broken. Look, I know you were all waiting for me to speak on the radio again. But the longer I took, the more upset you were probably getting. And that just made me hesitate. And then I just kept hesitating and hesitating until my emotions did that thing where they just explode out of your chest and you can't breathe properly and you sort of just lay on the floor, trembling and screeching like a mongoose and thinking about how you failed everyone in your life consistently, forever. I recognize my past mistakes, and I humbly apologize for this delay in my broadcasting. It will never, ever happen again. Ever, never, ever, never, never. In fact, I have used all of the heavy-duty superglue I brought with me to glue myself right to my chair, which is right next to my radio transponder. So now it is impossible for me to leave or do anything else. As punishment for my indiscretions, I have given up all forms of entertainment and now exist solely to keep my fellow human beings safe and secure. In fact, I should have used the facilities before gluing myself to the chair. Wait, no, it's okay. I glued my pants to the chair, so if I can just figure out a way to shimmy out of them, I can quickly do my biological duty and then get back to my real duty, which is keeping you safe from aliens. If I can just... one moment. We are experiencing technical difficulties in the watchtower right now. Be right back. Oh. Hello everyone, it's me, Carver Kenny. I know you probably can't tell right now from just my voice, but I'm not wearing any pants. It's on account of the whole gluing myself to a chair situation, as opposed to any sort of sexual deviancy. Anyway, this is Carver Kenny coming at you with a safety update. You all remember that eerie, eldritch forest that was cutting down trees with nary a hacksaw or a logging machine to be seen? That anonymous monster creating an inexplicable silence that blanketed the entire deep woods as tree after tree fell mere seconds apart by an inhuman hand? I'm absolutely sure I mentioned it, because why wouldn't I? Yes, I'm totally confident I talked about this already, and it's not the first time I've brought this to your attention. Well, in any case, you can rest easy, because I found out what was happening. See, folks, I was worried it was the aliens at first, trying to invent books. But from my watchtower, I can see far, far to the east of the deep woods to Stickwild Clearing. Oh, you know Stickwild Clearing, that vast plain of nothing but yellow wild grass and dust, where strange clouds of static seem to hover and shift, moving in abstract patterns across the sky, where your throat always feels dry, no matter how much water you've had, where your skin starts to crackle and burn if you linger for too long. You know that Stickwild Clearing. I'm positive I mentioned it before as well. Anyway, I was looking through my binocs and I found all those missing trees. They're all out in the middle of Stickwild Clearing. The spruces are all piled up together, and right next to them I can see a pile of oak and pine. It's all very neat and tidy. Whoever stacked them must have...
Does anyone know I'm there at all?
Hey, hello? Oh, this thing never works right. Maybe if I hit it again.
It's been so long since I've heard another voice.
Ah, shoot, it went away. I must have picked up another broadcast. That sometimes happens. My grandpa used to tell me that radio signals, they don't always work right out here in the deep woods. I guess this is what he was talking about. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, those trees! Okay, here's my theory, alright? The trees must have migrated over to Stickwild Clearing. No aliens are around that could have done it. So, there's no need to worry. The trees aren't missing anymore, they're back! And they're all in the middle of Stickwild Clearing. Ah, boy. That explains everything. Hey everyone, it's me, Carver Kenny again. Now, I realize that on account of me playing a Harry Houdini on you, I need to engage you in some real quality Deep Woods updates. Now, the Deep Woods may seem like an ancient forest, but you'd be surprised how quickly things change around here. The forest is a vibrant place. Lichen and other complex fungi live unassuming, secret lives nestled within the privacy of the pines. Ants march across rotting bark, complex scents alerting them to food, protecting them from becoming prey. It's a world to its own, and what does it care for human culture? Books, politics, religion, and music. The forest is an interconnected web, a breathing universe that shuns all that humans use to define themselves. Perhaps this is why we war with the forest, for we look into its depths and we cannot find ourselves. So basically that means a lot of stuff is happening. Update number 1. There was a bear, a really, really big one, sauntering around on the trails. I've seen a few of you from up here in my watchtower with camping gear, so here is a friendly reminder. Keep your food safely stored in airtight containers so not to attract unwanted attention from animals. Update number 2. This one goes out to the 2 precocious young boys who were canoeing across Lake Wanatuga. Now, I'm not totally sure what sort of boy detective jaunt you've invested yourself in, but you should invest in some life jackets. This goes out especially to the youth with the auburn hair and the green hoodie. I just don't want to see you harmed is all. I mean, you already seem so distracted already. What with your furtive glances towards your companion in the backwards baseball cap? I hope you have a great time rowing forth into the unknown, and I'm sure your voyage will be one of self-discovery and snakes. Update number 3. The hermit is back again, and he brought the bees with him. I think that's just about everything for now. Be sure to stay tuned for more. Hello everyone, it's me again, the boy in the...
Hello?
Why is my radio acting weird?
Hello? Carver Kenny, is it? Can you hear me?
Oh, wow! It's a voice! A human voice! Oh, geez, listeners at home and across the deep woods, we have a guest for the first time on the Carver Kenny Safety Bulletin Power Hour!
I have no idea what that means, but thank you. My name is Doris Diamond.
Wow! Geez, that name sounds so familiar. Were you in a web series? A radio drama?
No, before all of this, I was... Heavens, what is that? It sounds like someone's in dreadful pain.
Ha! Not so. It may appear that way to the untrained ear, but I'm a self-certified wilderness expert. I know for a fact that that's actually the cry of a Guatemalan screaming spider.
I'm sorry. The what?
The Guatemalan screaming spider. It's one of the few animals, aside from humans, that is fully aware of what it actually looks like.
What? Why do I have 8 arms? Why do I have 8 arms?
You can actually recognize a Guatemalan spidey by the green dots all over its thorax. And, by its constant terror at its own physical form.
I can see in too many directions. My joints move in ways my mind cannot comprehend.
To be honest, I'm just amazed to find one so far to the north. I mean, they're an endangered species. Oh, so listeners, please be careful out there today in the woods. Don't step on any spiders. Although, that might actually be hard to do with a Guatemalan screaming spider.
Why is that?
Because they're about the size of a small dog.
Father, why?
Nature. Utterly, absolutely majestic.
This is the most profoundly upsetting situation I can imagine.
Oh, where are my manners? Welcome to the broadcast, Miss Diamond.
Thank you. What exactly does that entail?
I suppose we can talk. Maybe about wilderness safety.
All right.
Okay, did you bring any bug spray with you? For mosquitoes?
I have some on the table next to me, yes.
Oh, well, that's really good. I mean, because mosquitoes are, you know... I don't really talk to many people.
I had that impression.
How long have you actually been out here, in the woods?
For a while. I've been keeping a journal of my thoughts, broadcasting just like you. We're a lot alike, Carver Kenny.
Really?
It seems like, even out here, the pressure from others seems to hound you.
Is it the same for you?
Once upon a time, it was like that. I wasn't exactly famous. So I talked to a lot of people. I smiled and fawned and dumbed myself down. I told people, many people, Carver Kenny, that they were so very, very talented.
Oh, that's nice.
I was lying, Carver.
Oh,
And they always promised they'd hold the door open for when it was my turn. I dreamed of directing, but it seemed as if there was always another man at the front of the line. The life of a film star should be dashing and romantic, but it was like being a pot on the stove, simmering, anger bubbling and building as I had to sit through idiot after idiot. One day it all just became too much, and I snapped like a twig. Packed my car and came out here. The deep woods. The perfect place to write my memoirs. And the script for my directorial debut.
that's so cool. I mean, wow. So you must have a cabin out here, right?
You know, Carver, I'm not sure.
How can you not be sure?
Well, it certainly looks like a cabin. But cabins have doors, and I don't have one.
How did you get inside then?
You know, my room is always spotless and clean, except a single stain on the carpet to the left-hand side near my window. I've tried to have it removed, but it won't budge. I eventually gave up. Dust never bothers to settle here. Rust vanishes the night after I first notice it. The clothes are folded and food appears fresh when I sleep, with the exception of this one stain. Black. Suggestion of drying blood in my window.
But you don't have a door? That seems like a very serious construction taboo.
It's just the loneliness that gets to me. Can I tell you something strange, Carver Kenny? Days bleed into each other, so I'm not sure when I first realized it, but I've come to believe that this must be a film set. You see, everything's too deliberate. Your eyes scan from the door to my bed in the corner, and then you linger upon this black stain by my open window. Just a hint of violence. Very noir. Just what I would direct.
Doris?
Perhaps I'm the director this time. Perhaps these woods are collectively holding their breath, waiting for me to shout at the top of my lungs. Action! Action!
Doris, are you okay?
Oh, I'm fantastic, Carver. I just need to decide how to start the scene. Perhaps a chorus. Voices rising from out of the dark, flowing in from the window, blood soaking the floor. Innocent victim lying on the ground. I turn, feigning surprise.
I think I need a break. I think maybe I need some air. I'm sorry, Doris. It's not your fault. I'm not trying to be a sneaky snake or trying to get away from talking to you. I can't do this with the rabbits and the...
Oh, it's alright, Carver. I just haven't talked to someone in such a long time, and I didn't mean to upset you.
It's okay, really.
Just one question.
Of course.
What exactly is a rabbit? I don't think I've heard that word before. Carver? Carver, what is it? Oh no. Please don't leave me alone. Is anyone there?